Hello, I'm here with Bay. There he is. And we're talking about reality TV. And because we both had an experience of being on reality TV. Yeah, I know, I know. And Bay was, of course, the big star, and I was the sidekick. And actually, Bay survived quite well from that experience, though every time the television goes on or every time I get a camera out, he poses and wants to get involved. Now, you will notice that Love Island has got complaints about the way it's treating the female participants, the female contestants. They want to call them contestants. I want to call them participants or performers. And they want to use the word contestant because it means they don't have to pay them and they don't have to give them the dignity of thinking that these people are worth proper payment, that they're actually doing a job. No, did you enjoy it? You're doing this because it's fun. It's not fun, it's hard work. It's hard work, and anybody who doesn't acknowledge that is living in some sort of cloud cuckoo land. So we've seen a cast member recently leaving Love Island and feeling distraught, who was very genuinely manipulated and given an extremely bad edit. And we're now seeing complaints to organisations about the way that women are treated in Love Island. Well, just look at the premise. People walking around in bikinis and high heels. Is that stripper heels? I haven't seen that really since the days of beauty pageants and the Miss World. I thought those days had gone. No, they've been revived with Love Island, and I don't see that empowers women at all. But there's a much bigger debate because Love Island was the subject of a government committee session along with the Jeremy Kyle show. And it met for about a year and a half before it was suddenly closed because of an election, because Boris called an election. And there you are. You're back again. He doesn't like it at all, does he? No, he doesn't. And the committee took evidence from 40 production people and from only four performers or cast members or contestants or talent. It doesn't matter what sort of pejorative term you use. People who are performing, who night after night on reality TV are basically just the fodder to be thrown away. And that's the issue. So what the government has endorsed is a system where rather than giving the performers slightly more control, what I was suggesting they should have agents and be eligible for the union. The union was horrified by my idea. It said, well, they're just performing as themselves. I said, yes, but they are performing. That is the issue. Surely somebody who is a magician or a stand-up comic is just performing as himself or herself. Yeah. Or an after-dinner speaker. And many of those people qualify for equity membership. Why should reality TV people not qualify for equity membership if they're appearing night after night and entertaining the folks who watch the TV shows? And so such a bias in the presentations to the committee has resulted in a decision, and the committee was never reconvened after the election, so it only sort of got halfway through its program, but nevertheless, a decision was made, and Ofcom was ordered to supervise a system whereby production was given even more control over these performers contestants talent. So now if you go on one of these shows, you are controlled by production for anything up to 18 months after the show has finished or has aired. This is tyrannical. This is tyrannical. And I don't know why anybody would put themselves through this if they knew what they were in for, but of course they don't. I knew nothing. I had no idea what I was in for when I was telephoned and asked if I would be on the circle. I hadn't the slightest idea. And of course I was told to keep completely silent, to keep a secret, not to tell anyone, not even your closest relatives. Well, of course I did tell a few people. And they said to me, "You must be mad. You must be mad." But they were thinking of what they could see. And what they could see was the possibility of a bad edit. That is not the biggest problem. What they could see was the possibility that you wouldn't win the award. That is not the problem. The problem is the openness to manipulation, which occurs after you have been primed. After you've been primed, in my case, for a month of control, a month of living under their rule, and you trust these people. And, maybe these people are trustworthy, but maybe they're not. Maybe the people themselves are trustworthy, but they delegate to other people who are not. I don't know. But I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who comes out of one of these shows and is happy. And how can you do theatre or film or TV and universally come out of it and you say you're miserable? And some people don't say it very loudly because they're worried that they're going to get no further work. But some people genuinely are prepared to speak. Generally, it's the people who haven't won. But I was a winner. And I'm telling you, I was miserable. I was miserable to be controlled and manipulated and to see all the things that I had already agreed to do before I was on the circle taken away from me. And thinking, why did I get involved in this miserable, manipulative experience? Why did I put myself into that situation? Because I could not have known. Maybe because I was too ignorant and naive, because I didn't watch reality TV, so I didn't have any idea about what it was about. But I knew enough about television, and I knew enough about film, and I knew enough about cameras to know what to do in front of a camera. But I had no idea about this darker thing. And this darker thing is not about television, it's not about entertainment, it's about control.